Hey my angels, so I'm just posting this video so you guys can kind of get an idea of what a little bit of my makeup routine looks like. I've already kind of started. I always start with my eyebrows. I actually put a little bit of lotion or moisturizer on my face first, and one thing that I like is the African shea butter. It's not just used for black skin, but it's used just to help get skin healthy. And clearly I have discoloration like right there, right there, and I'm going to show you guys pretty much how to cover all that up. So what I basically started with was a brush that looks like this, one end to kind of brush it out. The other end is what I apply. And so I am going to start with Tattoo Studio eyeliner. I'm going to dip that. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and continue my eyebrows. And now I think the trick and the key to doing eyebrows is, one, definitely take your time, and two, be very gentle. Be very gentle. The inside of your eyebrows you want to be the most gentle with. So it's a lot softer, you know? And remember that as you're doing this process, you may think that you need to be bold, be bold, be bold, but when you start applying the concealer, that concealer and evening your tone out, your eyebrows will automatically get bolder. And sometimes I use a little bit of a powder or an eyeshadow. I use an e.l.f. eyeshadow. Give me 1 second. Let me grab that. Yes. So I use e.l.f. Mine is old. Yes. No. And here's the inside. And I just use that brown to go over this color. And that is a black brown. I really like that. And this one is a lighter brown right there. I really like that. And so I want to just be gentle. Brush a little. Brushing helps, kind of go ahead and take the top of that, brush down. Brushing your eyebrows a little bit. Yes. All right, I'm back. That was my husband. Okay, so let me finish going over this eyebrow. And my eyebrow actually stops right there, but I am, just creating the end of my eyebrow, and I'll get that straightened out. So remember, this is the way you want to use your eyebrow shaper, and that long part goes to the front of your eyebrow, and you always brush away right at the eyebrow line. Right up top. And the slower you go, you can just move that line as high as you want it without it looking too crazy. So if you guys can notice, I'm getting it straighter and straighter. Okay, and remember the middle of your eyebrows don't matter because we're going to do the concealer. Here we go. I usually use the end piece to just create those straight edges. And then I'll go back and reshape with my eyeliner, or I'm sorry, with my concealer. I hope I'm loud enough. Yep. Just brush all the way around. You can see the end of that one. I need to fix this one because it looks a little more curvy than I wanted. And then I'm just going to take my finger, wipe down. Okay, so this is the first half of eyebrows. Now we're going to go ahead And move on to the concealer. And the concealer I use was Get Flawless 8-in-1 foundation. I love it. And again, concealer, you do want to go a shade lighter with your skin. I'll show you how to put this on. And then with your foundation, you want to try to go with your skin tone, you know, or even a tad. No, you want to try to stick with your skin tone. Yeah. All right. So okay, so for how I'm going to shape this, I'm going to switch to a new brush. This is my brush. And again, it's just an e.l.f. brush, but the trick is the flathead. That is the type of brush that I like to use. All right, so let's get it in. And I'm gonna just put some on my wrist. I don't need a whole lot, but start with putting some. You see that? I'm working on it, but putting some on my wrist basically. All right, let's go. Take a little bit at a time. Don't need a whole lot. A little bit at a time. And we're going to start underneath the eye, okay? And you pretty much just want to stay with that straight line that you already put so much time, energy, and effort into making, and be very gentle. And then you're just going to rub that down and be very gentle. You don't want any milkiness. This helps blend it before you have to blend it again, because you will have to blend your eye. And so you see that straight line is already starting. So I'm going to go a little bit further into my eye. And with makeup, one thing that I would say is makeup is definitely like a pair of shoes. You got to explore a little bit. You definitely have to explore to figure out what is your skin type, which brands go best with your skin tone. You know, really quick, I'll show you. This type of brush is what I will use to be blending all of that in. So it's kind of like you covering up the paint strokes. I love makeup a lot because it sincerely does remind me a whole lot of painting. All right, so with about that much, you just want to take a little bit and get ready for the middle of your eye. And so what I normally do, make sure you're looking at yourself straight. And let's draw that line right in the middle. And you can actually go straight down your nose. We're about to go tribal. The tribe of Yehuda. We're also a beautiful, beautiful people. Mom? Yes, Abby? I just want to tell you something. What? Hang on one second. Sorry to stop again. I had to talk to my daughter. So, okay, so again, and why I'm going all the way up there is because you have to contour this area as well. You see that? Don't need a whole lot. Okay, and then we're gonna just inch closer and closer to that side and closer to that side. Let me get a little closer. And you get to decide what type of shape you want it as. You know, some people will do straight, some people will slant in, some people will, for God knows why, go out. And so basically what I just do is I just go where my hand takes me. And then I just do little by little. Straighten it up underneath, you'll see that little line. Little by little. If I feel like it's too far in, I'm going to go a little bit further over. Little by little. Take it off little by little. And then shape up. So I kind of like that. Let me try to go in on the other eye. See if I can match that. So I'm already seeing I'm going to have to take this one over. Just a tad more. You see that? Not bad. I'm going to blend this a little bit. There we go. We'll go back over brushing that. Actually, I'll go ahead and do it now. So then you're going to take this and just kind of blend it a little bit. It gives it more of a natural look. Blend in with that concealer a little bit. There you go. Great. I'm going to put some more concealer on my arm. I'm going to get started on this eye. Same process. Brushing it in. And I have a huge scar on my eye. When I do my eyebrows, you can't even tell. I have a huge scar on my eye. It goes right through my eyebrows. And when I do my eyebrows, you can't even tell. So I notice, so just stop and look at yourself. I notice right here, this area has a bit too much dip for me. So I'm going to just take a little bit of my eyeliner that's already right there. And I'm going to just very gently push it up. Push that line up. Because I want the illusion of a straight eyebrow. And with eyebrows, you know, the trick is not to, for me at least, not to make them necessarily both the same, but I want them to look natural. So you can get beautiful looking eyebrows without it being natural, but it's still looking beautiful. And there is beauty when things aren't perfectly the same sometimes. Let me brush this all the way up here a little bit. Blend that. Get your blending brush. Blend that out. Don't get nervous about how it starts looking. Understand the final product is the key. And you don't know what that looks like until you're basically done. So I'm going to brush this out. Tip of my nose, brush out the middle. Yep, I'm going to brush out right here. And I did not do the top of my eyebrows because I've been really into this thing. If you just follow the edge, kind of helps it out a lot without it not looking like you applied too much makeup or concealer and you got all these lines. Makeup lines. Yep, and then just blend that out a little bit. It will be covered for the most part. Okay. Now, like I said, I do use a little bit of my brown. And you guys, please fast forward through this. This is my first makeup video. And so I understand where there's maybe too much talking. Please fast forward. You know. But as we keep going, our conversations will get funner and funner. I know that. I'm gonna turn that, because see, it's facing down, this is facing up. So I'm gonna turn that down. Turn it backwards in my hand and face it down so that it matches. And I'm gonna just barely stroke, push back my hands. And let's see, there you go, my eyebrow. So let's keep going a little bit more.